Right, let's get started with Autumn Leaves. Now once again you have the notation on the screen as well as the tabs, and so let's get started. We are in 4/4 time, and so in measure 1 we would have to rest on count 1, and then with your third finger find the D on the third string, that's at the 7th fret, and you're going to slide it to the E, to the 9th fret. Alright, that you need to slide quickly. Then find the next note, first finger, second finger, third finger. So the first measure is and that C note on the first string needs to be tied over to the first beat of the second measure. Alright? Now this piece of music, the counting is rather complicated. There are many tied notes, and there's syncopation as well, which means that we're going to be playing off the beat. So rather than me explaining to you the count in each measure, I think it might be quicker if you rather just follow the rhythm in each measure as I play it for you. So once again, in measure 1, and then in measure 2, that C note is now held over for 2 counts, count 1 and 2, and then on count 3 you then need to find a bar at 5 to play those notes, and then find the next notes. So the bar moves from 5 to 4, that is on count 3 and 4 and. Right, so if I play measure 1 and 2, it becomes right, that chord at bar 4 now is tied over to the first beat of in measure 3. In measure 3 now just slide your third finger along the third string to get the D. So from the chord on bar 1, so from 1, and once again that B note on the first string is tied into the first beat in measure 4, and the chord we have there is a G major 7th chord to C major 7th. Right, I'll play the whole of the first line, measure 1 to 4. Once again. Now that chord at the end of measure 4 is tied to the first beat in measure 5. From measure 5, find those notes, so it's from the G major 7th, from the C major 7th chord. Now that note, the A is tied to the first beat in measure 6, and then you find that chord, that's a bar at 1, and in measure 7 You then again, once again, slide your third finger along the third string. That in turn is tied to the first beat in measure 8. And we end off with right. I'll now play it from measure 5 through to measure 8. Once again. Once more. Right, at measure 9 we have a repeat of what we had just played, except when we get to measure 13. So then at measure 13, what we had played previously was, but now we have some swing notes. So if you work them out, it is, but they played a swing. This is measure 13. Sorry. Then that A note on the first string is tied once again for the first beat of measure 14, and then we have the same chord. And 15 is all right. 13 to 16. Once again, 13 to 16. Now we move to measure 17. We have a similar rhythm there. So in measure 17, find this notes with a fingering shown. 17. And measure 18. Okay, it is important to use the fingering there, that the third finger plays the B on the third string and the third finger plays the F sharp on the fourth string as well. Then measure 19, that is your B7th chord. And then we move to the E7th chord. Okay, there you can also see those notes are tied 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So measure 17 to 20 then is this. Once again, 17 to 20. Measure 21, we still have the the E7th chord. One, two, and three, and four, and then at the last quaver at measure 21, we need a full bar chord at 5. So measure 21 goes. And that chord, that A minor chord, is tied over to the first beat once again of measure 22, and then keeping the bar, I want you to stretch your second finger to the 6th string B, then the third finger plays C, slide C to C sharp, and the third finger to D as well. So it becomes two, three, four, and right. That note, as you can see, the D is tied over once again to measure 23 to the first beat, and then you need to find this chords, the F, the C, and the D. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4 and the bar at 7. That also is tied over to the first beat, and then you lift your 4th finger to get the D on the 6th string, and you can slide your first finger back. Right, let's play from measure 21 to measure 24. Once more. Measure 25. Now we're on the 2nd string at the 12th fret. Now keep your fourth finger on the 2nd string, and you're going to slide it back to the 10th fret, and I want you to shape that chord. Next chord, and then a bar at 7, so it becomes that is tied at the end of 26 to the first beat of 27, and then so from 25 and 27, keep the bar at 7. This is now at measure 28. We keep the bar at 7. And then for count 3, we have a full bar at 6. Bar 28. And then we move, for the last quaver in 28, we move to a full bar at 5. So so measure 28. That chord is held over once again to the first beat in 29. We're holding the chord from the previous measure. So get the chord from the previous measure, and then on count, and then we need to move back to a barred 4. This is measure 29. Then a barred 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is measure 30. '31. So 31. Right, let me play it for you from 29. '29 to 32 once again. Right, when you get to the end of 32, you then go back to measure 17, and that section is repeated. Then from measure 33, that is going back to the start once again, back to the start, and you repeat the first part, and that is where you end at measure 29, just on that E chord. Right. I hope you have fun learning this piece, Autumn Leaves. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you like, you may certainly make a donation as well. If you wish to have a PDF copy of the score, you can find my email address at the end of this video. Please contact me and I will gladly send a copy to you. Thanks once again. Bye bye.